So we will begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. How about a roll call, please?
Terry Reed.
Here.
Chad Melinder.
Here.
Bill Niemeyer.
Here.
Ryan Hartley.
Here.
Ethan Mick.
Here. Moving on to our claims for this meeting, we're looking for approval of APBs number 28537 through 28596.
I make a motion to approve APBs 28537 through 28596 as presented.
I'll second.
Thank you, Chad. Seconded by Terry. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Those are approved. Approval of SRF APBs number 28586 through 28587.
I make a motion to approve SRF APVs 28586 through 28587 as presented in our back of materials.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Chad and Bill. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It is approved. Moving on to adoption of minutes from our December 3rd meeting.
I'll make a motion, we adopt the town council minutes from December 3rd, 2025.
I'll second.
Thank you, Ryan and Chad. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That is approved. We do create space on our agenda for public comments on any topic on the agenda, just so we can hear from our community prior to taking any action or votes on any of those items. Is there anyone who would like to offer comment?
Just off the board. Nothing to do with what.
Just that's on the agenda. There is an opportunity at the end for whatever you would like to say.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So not seeing any, we'll move to old business. We will be pushing Blue Sky to one of our meetings in January. And the next thing under old business is the schedule for council and commission meetings for 2026, trying to figure out the rhythm of our meeting schedule. We talked about this a little bit at our last meeting. Really, the question is whether or not we want to continue with 2 meetings a month or move to 1 meeting a month and see how that rhythm would go. You all have any thoughts or suggestions on that?
I was asked to put some numbers together, so if I may.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So, one thing Terry mentioned, that we had always had for several years that we'd always had meetings the Wednesday and Saturday. So we've done it continuous, but if we go way back, we didn't have the RDC, the EDC. We didn't have that too many executive meetings. So we throw a lot more meetings in than we did in the past. So we had 52 meetings last year, this year. So that includes the BZA, EDC, executive, planning, RDC, and town council, and administrative. So those are, we do meet quite often to that point. And then the hours that goes in it, it's kind of broken down in the council meeting checklist. And there's about 15 to 18 hours that goes into that. So however you want to comp that, and then with Scott and the attorney. So there's a financial, part of this as well. So.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Council?
I'm still torn on it. I understand there's a financial aspect to look at it. I think the 2 meetings a month are consistent. We do have a lot going on. I know that's a lot of meetings, but I would say the majority of those meetings were scheduled for a reason. and there was business conducted at those meetings. I'm not saying they couldn't have been conducted at one meeting a month, but I would venture to stay with the 2 meetings a month. I would be open for suggestions on switching to 1 meeting a month and adding an additional meeting, but I kind of like the 2 meetings a month. That's just my opinion.
I appreciate that.
I respect the financial part of it. I don't want to spend money unnecessarily, but I think, like Brian just said, I think it's a opportunity to really communicate, and communication is key. And so, I don't know. Thank you for looking into it. You were trying to save the town money, but I'm more for the first and third Wednesdays.
Me personally, I don't have any strong feelings. At some point, I think it would be a good idea to perhaps try once a month, and just see how it works. But, you know, I'm certainly, happy coming to 2 meetings. And if it were 1 meeting, that would be fine as well. So I really don't have any strong feelings, but, you know, if it takes a burden off of staff, that would be the reason that I would be in favor of 1 meeting.
Yeah, I'm still 50-50, and I'm completely open with trying it.
I just don't think, I think with everything that's going on, with all the development and everything, I don't think now, this year, is the time. I think at some point, the dust settles. It's worth a try.
I think we've all kind of said the same thing roundabout. What I was thinking about since our last meeting was, is there a way to streamline one of the meetings so it's less cumbersome for the staff to put together, right? And I don't know, as I started to look through it, I didn't know how that would work, but maybe, you know, one of the meetings is bare bones, right? We're there for if we need it, and we can do it, but then when I started looking at it, I don't know what you would cut, right? The other thing that I think we could probably do a better job of is looking at certain times where it is slow and saying, hey, next month we're only going to do 1 meeting because we only have this and this, and here's what we're going to do to be able to combat that, right? So I think maybe that's an approach to take. Again, I'm open to what we could do to make it easier for the team to set this up, right? And maybe that's, hey, we only take, you know, other people presenting on the second meeting of the month or something along that lines. They're not waiting for a deadline for somebody and then sending something new in there. It's like, hey, it's the first of the month. We don't take any extras from anybody. It's bare bones, second meeting or something along those lines. Open to it, but
There's just so many moving parts, and you never really know when somebody needs to come in and speak. So we've always just tried to accommodate it as we, you know, as things pop up.
Well,
And I think on one hand, going to 1 meeting, yeah, would save our team a bunch of time. On the other hand, it also caused me a bunch more stress. So, you know, gotta make the decisions, but my decision or my feelings haven't changed since we talked about it 2 weeks ago.
this would be a good example as a bare bone meeting. If it wasn't for this and Blue Sky wasn't here, it's basically 20 hours of time, the attorneys and Scott here
Yeah,
for a
but
meeting
how could
that,
I get a salary ordinance passed before the end of the month?
Right.
By law, I have to.
I can really only think of a couple meetings where we were like, there's not a whole lot. We're going to be out of here in 10 minutes this whole year, right? I mean, I think that in general, we've had good conversation and good work to do at all of these meetings. I think that's going to increase. I also believe the accessibility to our community and making sure that we're available. These meetings are the public place in which that happens. We do have council chats and other opportunities to engage, but I would lean towards the accessibility that we have to our community and continue on a 2 meeting a month
Well,
kind
and,
of rhythm.
and that being said, I'm sure in the bare bones meetings, it doesn't take 20 hours to prepare for those if there's not much on the agenda. I mean,
same prep work goes into the financial side of this every meeting.
Well, and maybe we, now that this issue's on the radar screen, we use this year kind of as the test. And look, And maybe you don't say it's gonna be every month, one meeting. Maybe you identify a couple months where it historically has been slow and try that kind of as a test case. I'm not saying this year, but now we look for this.
I think that's true.
So that the following year, we can say, okay, these are 3 months that maybe we should only have one meeting, see how those go. Again, just see how it goes.
In years past, in July, oftentimes you guys would have one meeting. The council would have one meeting because everybody would take some
Vacations.
I think with the things that we believe are on the horizon, both with some development growth and maybe town center conversations and the wastewater treatment plant coming to a close and the effect that has on it for 2026. I don't feel comfortable voting in favor tonight for changing our rhythm of meetings. So I guess we're at a point where unless someone has a motion to make, we just continue on the same rhythm.
Well, the other thing is, if we went to once a month, our meetings, would they be twice as long? So it'd still be paying Scott and the attorney about the same amount of
Well,
time.
there was a time that we actually had the attorneys come once a month versus twice a month because,
But that didn't always work very well.
yeah, but we did that for financial reasons as well.
We did.
So,
Okay.
But then the bill didn't get any lower.
yeah. Well, yeah, because of the RDC and things like that, I don't think our attorney bill, except this meeting, would go down. Other than that, the money would go toward some of the things that we do have coming up, so.
Okay. I appreciate the thought, and I think it's something that we can monitor, like Bill said, keep in mind, but unless someone else has a motion to make, I don't think it requires a motion to continue the process of what we're doing, but would just ask that our team communicate to the Greenfield reporter that we're going to keep the same rhythm. Does anybody else have a motion they'd like to make related to this?
No, I agree with that.
Okay. Then we will continue on in our agenda. We have a school agreement, simple agreement.
We're gonna change the name of the agreement, that is for certain, because depending on what you call the agreement, it kicks into place different criteria, completely unintended to do so. So the spirit of the agreement is Main Street uses the area that's to the south of the Nichols building and to the west of the Nichols building. And this is a written agreement just to formalize that arrangement going forward. It has some insurance criteria. The school would have ultimate authority to approve or disapprove. And I can't imagine that Main Street would ever have a function that the school would be opposed to, but at least there's wording in there that if there were something that was offensive, they would have the right to chime in. So the agreement takes and formalizes what has been an informal agreement, and that way it's in writing. So I'm going to change the name. The school, their attorney made some suggested changes, all of which look certainly fine to me. So, what I would propose is let me change the name of the agreement, redistribute it. I don't know if anybody else has any thoughts about it, but that's the intent of the agreement.
Is there any reason not to approve it with the adjusted verbiage?
That's a great idea.
What do y'all
What would be
think?
the name of it?
I'm sorry?
What would be the name of it? You said you would like to change the name.
How about if we call it a memorandum of understanding?
MOU.
Sounds like you've done this before.
Because that triggers no statutory criteria.
Okay.
And this can be approved without, this is just a one and done, right, Zach?
A interlocal agreement would require a passing of a resolution or an ordinance. Then you have to file it with SBOA.
Okay.
Have it recorded. So this is simpler and it fits better.
Okay. Would anybody like to make a motion of approving, extending, understanding said memorandum of.
Understanding?
It's a memorandum of understanding.
I'll make a motion
Or
that
understanding.
we rename the document a memorandum of understanding and approve it as presented.
I'll second.
Thank you, Bill and Ryan. Any other conversation related to the MOU?
Could I,
Ooh,
can I just get the copy without the red line version and have you sign it at the next meeting? Would that work out? Okay,
and then we'll also have the school sign it.
Okay.
And Main Street and so.
okay,
yeah,
send that to me and I'll get that
be
Perfect.
for you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill, for
Yeah, thank
working
you.
on that. That was, I like the way it's worded.
happy to do so.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Approved. Thank you. Moving on to new business and resolution 121725. Yvonne, do you have something you want to share about that?
Yeah, this would give me the authority to transfer available funds from one appropriation into another. By statute and by ordinance in the past, you've already given me authorization to do some of that. So the way the funds work is like within a fund, expenses are separated by personnel costs, services, supplies, and capital expenses. This would give me the authority to take some money that is not used for instance, supplies and put it in the service category. That is something that you didn't authorize me to do on a blanket ordinance in the past. This is specific to this year. There's enough money in the budget, but we're over budget in certain little sections and under budget in others. If you'll give me the authorization to move it from, like I said, supplies to services, then that fixes it and we don't need to do additional appropriations or anything like that.
Okay.
I will just, for the record, point out that this is pretty common. We do it once a year. I mean, you do a budget. A budget is a roadmap. It's not always, in fact, it can't be 100% precise. So this is the way we reconcile the different accounts. So I will make a motion that we adopt resolution 121725 as presented.
There a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Chad. Any further discussion, council?
This happens every year. Is this something that
Some years, we need, some years we're close to going over the budget and I don't have another section where we have those funds available, so that's when we do what's called an additional appropriation, which is using money that's left in the fund from years before that we didn't use and being allowed to use that. But that has to be advertised. That has to be in a hearing and it needs to go to the state. The DLGF has to formally approve that because they want to see that you actually have the funds before, giving you the okie dokie to spend money. So in this case, we are not in that situation. We can simply do this, which is a much simplified solution. Does that make sense?
does?
Mm.
Thank you.
Anything else, council? All those in favor of approving resolution 121725, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? That is approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
And now looking at the salary ordinance, anything to add to that, Yvonne?
Oh, let's hope not. The
Okay.
salary ordinance is always, it's such a, I don't know, it's just stressful. But this is a salary ordinance that's a little bit different from what you've seen in years past, but this year we created more of a salary ordinance. It's not as specific, that doesn't have everybody's name listed on it. In all of our trainings, we've been told that's the way it should be, so we've been working towards that this year. That's where we're at, and we just updated it with what you all approved in the budget with the 2% raise. So,
Thank you.
yeah, there's really no magic to this.
I like it.
I'll make a motion to approve salary ordinance 121725 alpha.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you, Chad and Bill. Any conversation, council? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? It is approved. Moving on to continued council conversations in recognition that Ryan has an upcoming medical procedure and may miss a little bit of January, I would like to suggest that we move forward with our officer nominations for 2026 tonight. They won't take effect until 2026, but let's get that taken care of in case Ryan has to miss any of our meetings since we are here together tonight. And so, do you want to do that, Zach? You want me to just lead through it? Thank you. Are there any nominations that we have for our council president for 2026?
I will nominate Chad Molander.
I'll second that.
Chad has been nominated and second. Do you accept said?
I accept said nomination.
Well, we could vote even if he didn't.
That's true. But I would do that to him.
Okay. I'm glad he accepted.
I'm glad he did too. Are there any other nominations before us? All those in favor of Chad serving as council president for 2026 say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Oh, okay. Then that is approved. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
Moving on to our vice president office. Are there any nominations for vice president?
I would like to nominate Ryan Hartley for vice president.
I'll second that.
Willing?
Yes.
Any other nominations? All those in favor of Ryan serving as vice president, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right. Looking for secretary position for 2026.
I would like to nominate Terry Reed.
I'll second that.
Secretary Reed.
Secretary. Now she has to do it. Any,
We're gonna get shirts made.
secretary. Any other nominations? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? For the record, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Any legal
We'll
updates?
leave that there.
I'm just saying that's how you do it.
Moving along.
Any legal updates? Zach?
No legal update.
No legal updates. All right. Moving on to department reports. Jim.
Real quick, tomorrow, Traffic Logic, they're delivering our speed sign tomorrow, so
Yes.
we'll have that in the office
When do I
tomorrow.
get the app?
We'll work with that.
Keep
So,
that close to chest, Jim.
Yes, I will.
You guys are
Another thing, I've got letters ready to go out to Glad Acres. There's 48 addresses Brian got me. And I'm also going to send out to the 23 addresses there in Raisner for the sewer project. So we're going to get some feedback. Hopefully within the next month, we'll get some good feedback there. And then tomorrow, I'm going to meet with Al Stong with Commonwealth to talk about this process before I go to the county. So
good.
that's it. I would like to say thank you for Terry hosting a party for the town here. That was very nice for her to open up her house. It's gorgeous, and you did a great job. I tell you, you are a party outlay type of person, so you did a great job. And then the pub also for our party. I want to thank Crone
Crone.
Associates for sponsoring that. And I'll let you talk about the school. So,
Thank you.
yep.
Steve?
Well, I don't think I'm gonna really surprise anybody with this, but we did get approved for the community costings, grant this year. Went a little bit lower this year just because of the way the funding was set up and, but the match is good. Our match dropped from a 25 to 20%, so, we got, the total project is, close to 143,000 of that. We have to come up, the town has come up with about 25 of it. So that's
A lot of bang for the buck.
Well done.
that's exactly what I would have said. One question I would have with for Ethan, and I know you sent me some things today that you got from NDOT as far as the that wasn't really the official award letter, have they, through DocuSign, sent you any type of agreement yet?
I don't believe I've gotten anything through DocuSign from an agreement standpoint.
Okay, it's from NDOT, and it's just like their boilerplate
Right.
yearly community crossings. It's like a 12-page thing.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll
So whenever
follow
you-
up and look, but I don't believe I've received anything
okay.
like that yet.
Well, yeah, just whenever you do. And also, and I may call somebody from an NDOT to get some clarification on this. Right now, Ethan, I have you down as by resolution, the town executive signs for DocuSign. And so this is going to be right in that period where we're transitioning over from Ethan to Chad. So I'll see your name's already down there on everything. They've got your information. They've already sent you the stuff. So I'm gonna say, if we can just continue on with Ethan and keep it simple.
Yeah.
As long as you're okay with that, that
I'm
makes
okay with
sense. Yeah.
Sounds good.
That's all I got.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Chief? Yvonne?
No, I'm glad to be back. We're getting on top of stuff. It's a lot of, end of the year deadlines. So if there's anything I come across that I might still need a signature on or whatever, I might contact you, but I think we're good. So,
I have two things. Town Hall, including the sewer department, went to the Sugar Creek Fire Department to get our training, and we all got training in CPR. It's not CPR anymore, it's life-saving. And we also got to train on our new AEDs that are not here yet, but we had our own, that what we're going to be using here. So we got to train with those. So it was a good day. So
Good. Thank you.
my other one is a completely housekeeping question, kind of putting you on a spot a little bit. The RDC plans to meet on January 7th, the first meeting of January. Since you already have your president, vice presidents, do you want to continue to just nominate them just as they were last year in the same manner? And we can go ahead with that meeting in January and
You can
do
go
the
ahead with
oath?
that meeting in January because they continue to serve until they are replaced.
They only serve for 1 year.
Yes, but you can also see that they were elected or nominated or
Okay.
served not on the 1st of
Right,
January, right?
right.
So I think
Have
we
the
have some
meeting.
time. I think they're fair to meet if they
Okay.
need to meet. But
Okay, I'm not sure, I think they thought they were meeting to reorganize, because I don't think they have anything else on their agenda that I know of.
I
Okay.
don't think they can reorganize until the council, and some of those come from president and some of those
Right.
come from council. So
Right,
unless this council is in the position to, kind of run it back, so to speak, without having any conversation with them, then I'm not sure they are going to meet just for reorganization.
okay. So probably
Any
we
thoughts,
can,
council, on that?
That's correct. Yeah, that's accurate. There's, they serve until, I'm trying to look up when their actual appointments are up. It's,
122 is when they were appointed.
yeah, they're not
Okay.
able to reorganize before.
so we'll
Yeah.
cancel the meeting on January 7th and try to get it on the next one in January.
The 21st.
Yeah,
We schedule it till the third Wednesday in January?
yes, yes, that would be the plan, if that's okay. And I'll have Brenda push that out. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. We do have, this is where you have space for public comments on our agenda about anything that you would like to speak on. We just simply, you have a 5-minute timeline and invite you to step to the podium and tell us your name and your address if you're in town. Good.
Okay. First of all, this may be repetitious because I don't hear so well, and I've only been in the community 90 days.
Okay.
I love the little Mayberry atmosphere we have here. I'd like to see it stay, but I know it's gonna grow. And Terry, I read an article where she said things are coming quick. And when you guys wanna go to one meeting a month, you know better than I, but, how long have you been going for 2 meetings a month over the years? And now the town growing, and you want to drop back to 1,
Well, actually, we decided to not drop back to 1.
we did,
Yeah, so we're moving forward, continuing with 2 meetings a month,
okay, and,
first and third Wednesday of every month.
okay, so there's no possibility of, even months taking the,
Not as of right
twice?
now.
Okay, great. The second thing is the rail cars in here. I hear the train come through every morning, and I hear it come through every evening. Does anybody know what's on that train, what's in those rail cars? Do they forewarn you if they have hazardous material coming through or things like that? And I realize corn oil can be hazardous material in volume. It doesn't matter.
I've never been warned. I don't know.
I have seen on Interstate 74 at 5:30 in the morning going to work out of Shelby County, radioactive material being transported across the country for burial out west with the police escorts, 2 tractor trailers with cargo steel containers. And Shelby County never advised anybody that it was happening. And I just wonder what's on this train.
Is that something that they?
Yeah, I'm sure that would be up, whatever CSX's policy is. I don't know what CSX's policy is on contacting local towns or, within the path of their rails. I'm not sure what that is. I know from the county side, they've never contacted the county, I don't believe. Jason may be able to speak on this a little bit.
Sometimes the fire department is aware if there's something. you need
Are they-
it'll be faster. Whether or not that actually happens all the time, I don't know. I would think maybe the police department.
I would say maybe 20 years ago, we got notification one time when the green and the white top boxcars came through town, and it was hauling radioactive material, about 20 years ago. I haven't had any notifications since that time, but you also can see semis out on the roadway that have no markings on them. A lot of times they're hauling military equipment that that they don't have to tell us about, it's federal. So there's things we don't know about.
Okay,
And if we were concerned, we'd absolutely let people know.
I'm still just kind of concerned as to what's
Absolutely.
in those tankers.
I understand. We are too.
It's a good question.
I think that CSX could advise you guys on a monthly basis as what we've got coming through your community, because they know in advance what they've got on the rail.
I don't disagree with you.
Thank you, sir. Are we good with name?
I wanted to ask if you could state his name.
Can you give us your name again, please?
Tom Smith
Tom Smith.
from 3589 South Meadow Lane.
Thank you.
Any other public comments for this evening? Moving on to council comments. Bill?
Just, everybody may be aware that Saturday is the Christmas walk. So
No Christmas walk. Winterfest.
Winterfest.
Winterfest, okay.
Christmas walk is what would normally happen in here, and that's canceled.
Okay, because of the weather
Yeah.
last week.
Yes.
But all
Okay.
the festivities out by the Nichols Building, again,
And we're calling it, it's Christmas Fest.
Christmas.
Winterfest.
Winterfest. Winterfest. Everybody, please come out to Winterfest.
In the parade, 5:50.
It'll be a lot of fun.
Brian?
I've got a few things here. I want to thank Don Stuck and Joni Michaels. They're New Pal natives. They're promoting New Palestine. They've had live streams previewing the New Pal Winterfest. It was very entertaining. It's just another example of folks who are from here returning to here because it's a great place to live. And I think they're doing a fantastic job on getting the news out to the public in a fun way. Winterfest is Saturday. Encourage the public to come out and enjoy that. Main Street does a great job on putting these events on. I want to thank the fantastic staff we have here. There's a lot of work in this building, and it couldn't be done without you guys. You guys work your tail to the bone, and we really appreciate it. The wastewater and street guys did a great job removing the snow. I know they put a lot of hours in on that. They did a fantastic job. I want to thank Terry for the open house. That was awesome. Cronin Associates for the party at the pub. And I also want to thank the council members. Through continued conversation with members from the public and sharing the information amongst ourselves, it allows us to make the decisions we do. And if it wasn't without that public involvement, we couldn't do what we're doing here today. So I want to encourage the public to keep contacting us, come to meetings, and having those talks with us so we can continue to make decisions in the town's best behalf. We've got an exciting future for the town, and we need the public's involvement to help make that happen. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I will. I'll offer that this morning, Terry and Jim and I were at the New Pal Elementary School for a celebration of excellence that turned into a celebration of Mrs. Fosno, who's the principal of New Pal Elementary School. She was the recipient of an award from Milken Foundation out of California. 30 a year awards are given like this, and it is a recognition of excellence in education, specifically educators, whether administrators or teachers. And it was quite a celebration for Mrs. Fosno. It was a surprise for her. She was awarded $25,000 financial award. She'll be in DC celebrating this award with other recipients. And she joins a pretty incredible group of past award winners. Just recognition that we have good people here. Our schools are good. Our administrators are good. And the country is taking notice of the effectiveness of our schools. So I want to commend just New Pal Elementary School, but also all of our schools and the work that they do and the celebration we had today. I also want to just express my appreciation to council members for trusting me in this seat for the last year. It's been an honor to serve and to lead the meetings. And finally, just I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Terry or Chad, you're next.
I looked up your railway question,
Thank you.
and the railways do not have to publicly share detailed information about their cargo for security reasons. So, in the same reason you want to know why, they don't want to. There is certain exceptions. So, under federal rule, they have to provide details of any hazardous cargo immediately after a derailment or an incident. So,
Say that last part again.
so if there's a derailment or any incident, they have to immediately provide that information. They would probably call chief and let him know exactly what was going on. But basically, they outline it, and I can let you read this afterwards. But it's a lot of.
You have to have a derailment before the public could be aware of what was on that.
Yeah. So what they basically are stating is, for security, if you had something on there that was, hazardous or could blow something up, and somebody wanted to do a terrorist attack, they could derail the train right in New Pal if they didn't like New Pal or something along those lines, right? So I think it's what they're basically citing is because it's a business entity, they can protect that, but also for security services. There's a lot of regulations on what they have to do and who they have to tell, but that's probably why we don't know.
Kind of working in their advantage also then
Yep.
to transport what they want.
Other than that, everybody hit everything. Happy holidays to everybody, and thanks for coming out to all the parties and stuff. The pub was great. Really appreciate everything that you guys all do to make this work. Makes our lives very easy. So thank you. That's all I got.
Ms. Terry?
Well, I want to echo what you said about the school. That presentation today was just, it was very impressive, and especially since only 30 awards are given, it really says something about our school system and the people that they hire, and it was a great achievement for the school, and just a testament to how great this community is. The children, what do you think, what, 45 minutes?
It was a good 45 minutes.
Yeah, and I know you're watching the clock. You had a meeting. But there were first graders through sixth,
Fourth.
fourth.
Kindergarten through fourth. Actually, some preschoolers.
Oh, yeah. But all those little kids, they were very attentive. I mean,
They
were
did well.
listening. They did very well. But it was a good presentation. Anyway, hats off to them. Birthdays this month, Officer Sproul, I wished him a happy birthday last night. His is the 26th of this month. Scott, our IT, his was the 8th. And yeah, happy holidays to everybody. And
You left
appreciate
one
you
off that
guys.
list?
Yeah, you get this age, you don't have them anymore.
Terry had a birthday this week, or this year too. This month.
This month.
This
And-
month.
and there is-
This year.
she did.
Yeah,
Birthday this year.
And there is birthday cake over there behind Scott
my
for all the December birthdays. So,
Thank you.
from Long's from Long's Bakery,
Okay, I got to share.
or there was.
Real quick before we take a motion to adjourn, do we want to communicate is there particular days in which we're closed? Just regular?
Yeah, our listed normal days, like the afternoon of Christmas Eve will be closed, obviously Christmas Day, and then the afternoon of
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
And New Year's.
And of course, New Year's Day.
Okay. Thank you. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Thank you, Terry and Ryan. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We're adjourned. Thank you.